Hi guys, I am back with Indoor Gardening Edition 101. So last week we obviously had a chat about asexual reproduction and we spoke about vegetative propagation. So plants are a really good example, particularly ivy, in terms of propagating them and making new plants. They're very clever in sending out little runners that have the capacity to generate new roots and become new plants. A few things to think about. If we start with our original ivy plant, so devil's ivy, it's obviously very happy, nice long bits growing everywhere. Once we make a cutting, it's got the capacity here, you'll see I might bring it in closer to the camera, to generate the new roots. So this plant and the cutting that we take to grow in our new pot that can be our class pet, we can give it a name later, they're going to be exact copies of each other. It's the same genetic information. So a few of you asked me about our hydroprac with regards to budding. And the question was, I think if something, or a piece broke off the hydra and made a new organism, what would be the genetic composition of that new hydra? And it's really important to note that it's the same. There's been no sexual reproduction, no crossing with a partner or a mate. There's no reproduction or use of sex cells, gametes, which is what we're talking about with regards to meiosis. So pretty much just taking one plant and a little bit to make a new plant, which is the same. So hopefully that makes sense. So what we'll do is we're going to take a cutting, and the way that we pick our spot is to make sure that we've got these little bumpy bits which can generate new roots. So you want to pick a good spot, try and give us a good piece so we get a nice bit of growth. Probably should have thought about this earlier where I was going to cut, but anyway, we might go here so it's not particularly noticeable that I've been cutting my plant. So if I come in, hopefully you can see, hang on, I might just tap on this screen so I can see where I'm going, not there. Can you see here, just where my finger's pointing, I might tap on it, there you go, that we've got the capacity for a new root to generate out of this little node. So that's the bit that we want to put into the soil to generate root growth. That obviously takes place via mitosis. We know that roots are really good at growing, help the plant find water. So let's pop that into soil, and you'll see I've got a few of them. So I've got a pretty good cutting here. And hopefully we can come back to school with a new friend. So obviously gardening indoors, maybe not the smartest thing to do, plenty of bugs in dirt. So pretty much what I'm going to do is just make a little bit of a indent, and I'm going to put my ivy in so those little nodes are in the soil, and then I'm just going to cover it very gently. Get that last bit in. Get my soil. Who thought I would be making gardening videos? Anyway, alright, so that should probably do it. Let me move in. Let's move this guy out of the way. Sorry, big fella. There you go. So now we have, there we go, our very own devil's ivy, and hopefully it works, which would be good, and I'll bring it back to school when I see you guys next. Thank you.